Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything podcast. In this episode, I'm going to be recapping the Taskmaster's 2025 New Year treat, which was released on the 29th of December 2024. So we're not into 2025 content yet, but we're nearly there. I promise we are nearly there. A couple of episodes time, we will be there. But without further ado, here is the my recap of Taskmaster's 2025 New Year treat. We start off with the title sequence. Greg introduces the show and the contestants as well as Alex. Alex reads a poem. Alex reveals this episode's surprise task. Alex mentions his children, his wife and his car. David has brought in a painting of Alex. Melanie has brought in a MasterChef apron. Greg asks Melanie about her cooking ability. Martin has brought in a prize from Richard Osman's House of Games. Martin proves Alex wrong. Sue has brought in a photo of herself, an old friend, her mother and Paul McCartney. Hannah has brought in a lion's body part. Martin gets 1 point, Melanie gets 2 points, Hannah gets 4 points, and David and Sue get 5 points. Alex introduces the first full task. This task involves putting on as many gloves as possible. David, Martin and Melanie attempt the task. This task isn't the actual task. The actual task is revealed. David, Martin and Melanie attempt the real task. Greg insults people who participate in Dry January. Hannah and Sue attempt the task. Sue remembers Taskmaster is broadcast on Channel 4. Hannah mentions being a professor in mathematics. Hannah gets 5 points. Sue gets 4 points. Martin gets 3 points. David gets 2 points and Melanie gets 1 point. Alex introduces a next task. This task involves doing something you regret. Hannah and Martin attempt the task. Martin reveals how he felt doing that task. David attempts the task. David smells the plastic bird. Greg insults a specific diet. Alex mentions Donald Trump and Greta Thunberg as well as Bake Off. Melanie and Sue attempt the task. Melanie kisses Alex. Alex insults Sue's feet. David gets 1 point, Melanie gets 2 points, Hannah gets 3 points, Martin gets 4 points and Sue gets 5 points. Alex introduces the following task. This task involves transporting water. David and Martin attempt the task. Greg mentions the laws of physics. Greg insults people training for marathons. Alex reveals that 2025 marks 10 years of Taskmaster. Sue, Hannah and Melanie attempt the task. Hannah mentions her PhD. Hannah cheats in this task. David and Hannah get disqualified to get 0 points. Martin gets 3 points. Sue gets 4 points and Melanie gets 5 points. Melanie and Alex explain what the studio task is. The contestants attempt the studio task. Alex destroys David's and Melanie's pictures. Greg reminds Sue of her surname. The object the contestants were trying to draw is revealed. Sue gets 1 point. Melanie gets 2 points. Martin gets 3 points. Hannah gets 4 points. And David gets 5 points. The winner of Taskmaster's 2025 New Year's treat is Sue. Greg mentions that the next series of Taskmaster will be broadcast soon. That is season 19, I believe. And that is my recap of Taskmaster's 2025's New Year treat. In tomorrow's episode, I will be recapping the Stuff of Legend, the live show. Here is the trailer.
Everyone sitting comfortably? Then let's begin.
Tonight I shall finally know what lies in the darkness.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Stuff of Legend, the live show.
We're not lost, Charlie. Think of it more, we've gone on holiday by mistake. Doctor, that's life with you all over.
What can I say? I'm the original accidental tourist.
With a strong emphasis on the accidental.
It began around midsummer. There was talk of corpse lights seen in the old Merry Maid mine, where there's fishing boats a-bobbing in the bay, which went out fully crewed in the morning and returned empty by nightfall. And sounds of digging from the mine. Now what's doing that digging, miss? 'Cause it sure ain't living men.
Smash it into the rock wall! Alert! Alert! I am under attack! Down, Doctor! I'm losing my grip! Castle, quickly! Push it, Captain! Push!
Something's coming!
There, by the beard of St. Piran.
It's like St. Elmo's fire.
Ignis Fatuus!
Don't be afraid. It's quite friendly.
Friendly?
It's possible I've summoned the wrong one.
The wrong one.
Identify yourself!
I am the master, and I demand to see your line manager.
Watch your feet, gentlemen! Rail tracks! If we're lucky, they might lead to to a mine cart. Missed! What's the matter? Vision impaired?
Want this thing going any faster?
I have a feeling it's about to. Heads down!
What do you mean?
Big finish for the love of stories.
And now, for an encore, Zagreus.
That was the trailer for The Stuff of Legend, the live show, which I will be recapping in tomorrow's episode. But back to this episode, let me know what you thought of Taskmaster's 2025 New Year treat. If you watched it, my review, give me thoughts on both of those in the comments below. As well with anything else you want me to cover on the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. And remember, you can also like, comment and subscribe. And that's it for this episode of the Everything Podcast. Goodbye.